right, Steve,
Matt.
we're going to show you some illegal, really mean stuff. One of my favorite things, this guy showed me this maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, in my IBJJF tournament, I set it up, but didn't go for it because it was illegal. But this is something that is probably illegal in most IBJJF ranks,
Yeah.
but in sub only, totally legal. You should do it. It'll mainly get somebody to move, and sometimes you could submit with it, so we'll play around with the differences up here.
I finished a guy in that tournament with it.
Yeah, you did. That's right. Then another guy, he had it in the worst, and he didn't tap.
It wouldn't tap at all, so it's hit or miss.
So show it the way that you taught me, and then I'll show it the variations that I've done it and gotten some subs with it.
Alright, so you can get it from different angles, but the basic principles are you want to get perpendicular. You want the top of your shin, so like right under the knee. You can get the knee, but like right here where it's sharp on the lower part of their shin. And then you don't want to just sit here with it. If you can get as much of your weight as possible, that's before I even go for the foot, right? So you want to put all your weight down on their shin because you got to pin it there. Like he said, a lot of people, they'll kick out of it even if you do it right. But if you do it like this, you're much more likely to get them to move instead of submit.
Right.
If you really want to submit them, you're going to grab the toes, pinky on their toe, just like a toe hold. Weight goes all the way up, and then pull up.
Oh, and it's tremendous pain.
So you get it from all different kind of angles. Like if he goes for butterfly guard, I like to fuck with people in butterfly guard like this. If you can pin the knee, get here, get the weight on it, and then you pull the toe up. A lot of times, like he said, people kick out of it, but then you can move.
Or most of the time, because I knew it was coming, let's say you get there, I'd like get out
jerk,
of it that way.
and then you come this way.
Yeah. But so most of the time, people move at it. But if you really want to solidify this as a submission in any of these, what Matt's saying in the, I guess, traditional or the way he taught me, is that the more pressure and pinning you can get while pulling it up, key. And in a tournament where Matt got it, I can't believe the guy didn't tap because he literally got the guy. Oh yeah. So, and what's happening there is he had that position here. Let's switch sides so they could see better. But like, he had full weight and lifted off the ground, so you could see my calf is up. Oh! And if he were to shift to go straight down, oh God! And it was like 1/1000, two. It was like a second and a half, 2 seconds.
Some guys you just don't. I tried pinning the guy to the ground and doing it in the air, and some guys just won't tap.
So a couple areas where I'll get it is actually one time with you, although it didn't sub you. I was down like this, and for some reason we ended up in this position where my head was on his shin, and it did cause him to move. So that's kind of cool, right? So same principle, direct force down, and then lifting up here and pinning it that way, and then also you could mess with the foot a little bit.
Yeah.
But where I've noticed the only time I've gotten you with this, because we do this on each other a lot, is somehow we were in this position and Matt was trapped. I forget exactly where we were at, but the angle, so totally perpendicular is key, right? So I don't know if you can see this, but I'm making a T and it becomes worse. In this situation, I was angled further away and it was wedging. So it was like a 45-degree angle here and I was moving in that direction. It's just Matt with the pressure, with the weight, with him pulling back or wherever he was, I could get the sub. And again, I probably want it there on my knee rather than here. But where I've had literally the most success in last night, this happened, is somebody set up an armbar. I let him get to this, and this happens in gi quite a bit, and I'm defending. All right, go scoot your head over this way. So I'm defending, and I know I have a little bit more time than him. And of course, this is a bad position. Take this down, and Matt has really big feet, so it's easier to get on him. Take this down, move it here, and there's actually a twist, as you can see there, and just move on to there. So with that, he's focused on the arm, and a lot of guys could move out of this. They don't necessarily have to get subbed on it, but because they're too tenacious about the arm, they won't let go. And I have enough time to buy with it, I can actually get this extend up. I won't do it because it hurts really bad, but I extend up, boom, and it's just leaning into him. Now another place I go to get the submission where I've gotten it. So I've gotten it with the armbar, like live rolling with really good grapplers, and able to submit it on them. Is if I get it, because Matt's saying in between this area, if I get it right on the ankle there, it could even be worse, or even on the foot, where I can get a foot lock down there and just smash in the, what is it, the metatarsals, the phalanges, whatever they are.
I think metatarsals are in the feet.
And so it's I'm really trying to get in this area, in the actual ankle joint. It's a little bit of a different angle, so I'm trying to sift in to get it.
No.
With the actual bones in the feet, it's another
That
thing.
one's tricky. You got that one the first time.
Yeah. But it's tricky too, and the only reason why I got that one there is because I rolled into it. And it's like when you're smashing your hands, those types of things. So this is really like my favorite spot. I'm here, and I just sneak here. They never care about this bottom leg. They're always worried about this leg. And so if I can get this out, I'll let them have it. Boom. And move into that area.
And that's even more muscle than bone right there. That's almost like a
slicer.
Oh,
yeah. So it's one of those things that's a pain point. I guess some people may not tap to it.
Yeah, some people won't.
But most likely they'll move. And literally, I don't know, man, it's such a go-to move.
Yeah, I would say a lot of especially if you're not used to it, it's really hard to finish with it. But you'll get people to move. So if you get used to doing it and seeing how people move, then you can have your next move ready to go to pass or whatever.
And to be honest, the thing it helped me out most with, and if you ever watch him rolling against me, is the foot control. To realize how much you can control somebody with a foot. I think just trying to get this on people, because I'd get it, they'd kick out, and I'd still have their foot. It was just such a window of getting me to understand how to control somebody with the foot and how much of a tool it was. But he uses it all the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool stuff.